Grand Rising. Good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night. Whatever time you may find this video, you are tuning in to the Eagles Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Ch.1 Williams, aka Eagles Soaring High. And I am back with another video. Yes, I am back with part 4 of this series that started in celebration of my 2 channels. Eagles Soaring High Channel 1 has made 4 years, and Eagles Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles have made 8 years. And this is their anniversary, and I'm celebrating by reflecting and going back down memory lane. I want to encourage you to hit the like button, if you will, when you come in or go out. Hit the like button. If you like, you can hit the thumbs down, the dislike. But hit something, hit the like or the dislike, whichever one you choose to hit. It'll help me stay in the algorithm or get me out in the algorithm even more. I thank you all for tuning in and joining in with me on today. I appreciate you all so much. All of my new subscribers, my day 1 subscribers, and my replay gang. I appreciate all that you all do for me and your support and showing me love. On yesterday, I began talking about and sharing with you an experience where somebody used my profile picture to P-bomb another content creator, trying to take that content creator down as well as me, as my channel, trying to take them down by spewing racist comments and P-bombing them. They was going to unalive the bird with one stone. And if they could have taken the CC down and took my channels down, they would have, but it did not work. It did not work. And that's why I always say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against me shall be condemned. For this is the heritage of the Lord, and this we are his servants. So my channel is still up. The content creators' channels are still up. And so I'm going to go on so that we could dive right into this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to all of my channels: Eagles Soaring High Channel 1, Eagles Soaring High Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles, and Purple Community Royal Priesthood. I thought about a couple of more incidents that I'm going to share with you, and then I'm going to continue on with this video. So like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you will. I'm being transparent as I can be, as well as honest and truthful with you. So hit the like button as you come in or go out. Thank you all for joining on with me tonight for the part 4 of my reflecting and going down memory lane and sharing my experiences on this app with you all as I celebrate 4 years on my first channel and 8 years on this channel. Stay with me. We will be right back right after this 30. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. This is the Eagles Soaring High, Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles Broadcast. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, a.k.a. Eagles Soaring High. So I share with you about the person, the anonymous person that took my profile picture and tried to P-bomb another content creator. Well, during that time, I had met another content creator, and we exchanged numbers. We were talking. I allowed this content creator on my platform to share their story, and somewhere along the line things went left and things got real rocky, where there was a cutoff period. In the process of that period of time, one thing that God has taught me, and one thing that I've learned, which is one of the greatest lessons that I've ever learned, is that you have to forgive folks. You have to forgive them and then move on with your life. After the fallout with this content creator, with this young man, we stopped speaking, and I blocked and all of this out of misunderstandings, and all their content creator made a few videos dragging me and saying that I wasn't a minister, and it was just one big mess. One big mess. There were things that were said that it was a mess. It was a mess. And after a while, we start communicating again. And I said publicly that whatever went on back then, it's in the past. It's in the past. It's water under the bridge. I have forgiven the person, and we have moved on. And though I know that there has been confrontation against with this content creator and others that I'm associated with, and it's become a fight, a dislike, not on my part, but on the part of the content creators. Once I forgive and move on, it's a done deal. At this point, we've gotten over the rocky parts of what happened in the past, and things are better. Things are better now. I'm praying for all, and I pray for all. And I know that people may not understand why I do what I do, but people got to understand that I'm only following the instructions of God. I'm only following the instructions of God. And I would rather follow the instructions of God and be in good with God than with man. Now, who I may be associated with doesn't change the prior associations and friendships I have. And I need people to understand, I need people to understand that whatever fight is going on between the two, I have nothing to do with it. I'm cool with you, and I'm cool with you. And it's not going to affect our friendship. It's not. And if the truth be known, I've taken a lot of slack and attacks from being with a few folks, I should say, that I'm associated with. So just know that I'm doing and following the instructions of God. So with that said, there was another incident where it was said that I said something about another content creator that I do not recall saying. Even today, I don't recall saying what they said I said. But I began to pray because it began to trouble my heart and trouble my spirit. So I began to pray and lean and depend on God. And I began to talk to God about the situation. And God said to me, whether you remember saying it or not, the person was hurt. The content creator was hurt by that statement. So if you want to develop and establish a relationship, a friendship with this content creator, you need to go and make it right. So I hit the content creator up on Facebook, and I said to her, I said, rumor is that I made a statement about you, said that I would do harm to you. I don't recall saying it. I don't recall letting that come out of my mouth. But God said to me that if I wanted to make things right with you, that I needed to apologize, whether I remember saying it or not saying it. And so I said to her in the email, I don't know if I said it, or I don't remember, I don't recall saying it. But let's just say, for the sake of argument and for the sake of fighting, I apologize to you for the statement. And whether I remember saying it or not, I got to come and make it right with you. And the content creator replied, and she let me know that everything was okay, everything was good. And I tell you, just when God moves on your heart, you got to move and follow the instructions. And so this content creator, she forgave me, and we moved on, and we have been establishing a friendship. She's my sister, and I'm her brother. And I love this sister. I love this sister with everything in me, within my heart, from the depths of my heart to the depths of my soul. I love this sister, and I don't like to see this sister upset. I don't like to see her hurting. I don't like to see her bothered by things. But we are good, and it was a part of one of my experiences. And now we're good, we're cool, and I keep forgetting to put my banner up. And we're good, and I love this sister, and I support this sister. I support her as a content creator. All right. As time begin to continue to move forward, I began meeting other content creators. And it's a joy to work with these content creators. I have had the most fun and greatest experiences with these content creators. I've collabed with this young lady. I mean, she's just a jewel. She is amazing, and she is anointed. She is very anointed, and is full of the word of God. And as soon as I get things situated and everything slow down, and I can get another system, another laptop, I'm going to reach out to her again and see if we can start collabing with one another again. I mean, she's just a joy to be around. I have met some great people on this app, but I've met some not so great people on this app, and that's okay. That's okay. I've stated before that I don't bother nobody. I don't bother anybody on this app. I'm not trying to fight or beef with nobody on this app. Absolutely not trying to do any of that. I have an assignment and I have a mission on this app that I must fulfill. I must fulfill that mission, that assignment, that purpose, and that destiny that God has sent me here for. And so I've met, like I say, some great folks, and then I met some not so great folks, and that's okay. As I began to really establish my first channel and my second channel, I began to see growth in my channels. And in that growth, I was grateful and thankful for the growth of my channels. So grateful that I took both of my channels, EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 1 and EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles. I took them channels and dedicated them to God. I gave them to God. I put them in his hands and I dedicated them to him. It was my offering to God. And God accepted them. He accepted my offering. And he is in charge of my channels. He leads me, he guides me. He drops content in my spirit. And so I give him the glory. Anything that God gives you, you got to give it back. I learned that whatever God gives you, you've got to give it back. You got to place it in his hands. Because as long as his hands is on that thing, it shall flourish and it shall grow. Time began to go by, and I'm trying to move a little quicker so I don't reach the hour mark. Time had gone by, and I had been entrusted with 2 channels that I'm trying to build up. It's hard to build one channel up, but to build a second channel up is exhausting, very exhausting. But I'm doing my best to build up my channel. God dropped something in my spirit for this channel a while back. And when God dropped it in my spirit, I was like, how am I supposed to do this? And who am I going to get to do this with me? God dropped in my spirit to do a virtual revival. And it's here on this channel. God placed some folks in my life and surrounded me with like-minded folks And I put this virtual revival together with God's help. And it was a success. I mentioned the virtual revival that I did on this channel because we were crossing over from one year into the next. And we started off the next year in revival, a 7-day revival. If you missed it, stop by and go to my playlist. It's that the whole revival is there on this channel, a 7-day revival. Shortly after the 7-day revival, God had dropped something else in my spirit. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And at the ending of the year that we were leaving before we did, I think it was 2024. I believe it was 2024 when we did the revival. Anyway, God had dropped in my spirit to start up a third channel. I'm like, God, what are you, God, I'm trying to build up 2 channels already, and now you're saying start a third channel. God says yes. And God said purple community, royal priesthood. I said, well, God, okay. Okay. And so the next year, which was 2025, I started my third channel called Purple Community Royal Priesthood. I think that the revival was in 2024. I believe the revival was in 2024. And then at the end of that year, I had started planning the new channel and to release it in the next year. Anyway, I'm getting older and my mind don't remember all these dates. But anyway, I started this third channel, Purple Community Royal Priesthood. God had me to set it up so it would be a place where leaders can come. Everybody is welcome, but leaders particularly to come and be ministered to and encouraged and strengthened. A place where we could come and just be leaders, pastors, ministers, evangelists, prophets, whatever the title was or is, for us to have a place to come to minister to one another where we could just be real. And so after creating it, I then took my first 2 channels and now this third channel and placed all 3 channels in the Lord's hands. And then asking God to lead me and direct me. one of the most content that I've started on that channel is Bible study and a series called the Faith Walk series. And I'm still getting ready to make sure this channel grows as well. So I created that channel out of the obedience to God. Obey is better than sacrifice. So now I'm left to build 3 channels up. It's been a challenge, but I know that it can be done with the help of God. Okay, so shortly after that, I had another incident, another situation that arose where a content creator took my profile picture. Again, here we go again with folks taking my profile picture. And when the person took my profile picture, I was triggered. I was triggered and went back in the past where this has happened before. Let me make this clear that the content creator that took my profile picture didn't do anything that was facetious. They just took my profile picture, put it in their video, and used it as a profile picture. I tried reaching out to the person, but my comments was disappearing. I left comments in the comments section, and they would vanish. I saw the person, the content creator, live, and I went into that chat, and I tried to speak about it with the content creator. And my comments, once again, were vanishing. So I believe that they were being deleted. Something was happening. I'm not sure. I can't say that the content creator was doing it. I don't know what it was, but it just, my messages wasn't getting through. So I made a video. And I added the content creator. Before that, my mods went over and tried leaving comments. Then there were videos made about them and me. And I wasn't asking in the video that I did, this hour video that I did, I wasn't asking this content creator to take his video down. I wasn't asking him or trying to silence him. I wasn't trying to silence his opinions or his content. I just wanted him to remove my profile picture as a thumbnail, take it down, and take my picture out of his video. That's it. He could have left the video up, and it turned into a whole big mess. A whole big mess. Just because I asked or requested that my picture be taken off his video as a thumbnail and out of his video. I wanted him to keep his commentary. But I understand it took God to reveal to me that he did not know what had taken place in the past with someone using my profile picture. And this is why it troubles me and disturbs me when people just come and just take stuff off my page, take my likeness without even asking me. I would have never taken this young man's profile picture and used it for nothing without his permission. He removed the video from YouTube, put it on his Facebook page. After a while, I was tired of dealing with it. Tired of trying to get him to take my picture off as a thumbnail and to remove it from his video. And if the truth of the matter be known, I saw the video. I found the commentary interesting. I found the conversation that he was having intriguing. And I saw something that actually fascinated me. I never tried to check this person. I've had only a few conversations with him. But I thought the video was good. I just didn't want my likeness in there or on the video. But after a while, time went by, and I said, forget it. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter anymore. I forgave and I moved on. Because the young man went to some other content creators who said some things and threatened to take my channel if I said anything else to the person. It just got all out of hand. But I moved on. I forgave and kept it moving because I was over it. And when I'm over something, I'm just over it. And I was over it. And I just didn't care. And then I had to pray. And in my prayers and my communication with God, God said it doesn't matter. It says it doesn't matter what anybody do. You are covered by me. And so I want to say to that content creator once again, it's over. It's in the past. I've moved on. I've forgiven. And I moved on. But you need to understand that I have no beef with you. And I've said this to you before. I have no beef with you or nobody else on this app. I don't. I don't have any beef with no one. Folks have beefs with me. But I have no beef with you, sir. We're good. And I'm not sharing this to stir up any trouble, but this is part of my story and my journey on this app. And I have to share it because it's a part of my journey. It's a part of my experiences of what I've gone through. But we're good. You and I are good. I have no beef. I don't have no issues with you. I don't desire to fight with you or nobody else on this app. And I'm not who you perceive me to be because of what you have heard about me. Let me say this sidebar. People need to find out the whole story before you make a judgment on somebody, before you develop an opinion about somebody. Know the full story. Just don't get part of the story and run with it. Get the other side of the story and then decide who's telling the truth and who's not. get the whole story. But again, I have no issues with you, sir. We're good. We are good. Whatever happened is in the past, it's over with. And I'm moving forward with my life. But I have no issues with you. You are good. And if you choose to come to my channel, that's wonderful. If you don't, that's okay too. But I need you to know that I don't have no issue with you. And I don't have no problems with you. Excuse me. And so I just moved on with my life. I'm the type of person that is a peacemaker. And I try to bring peace. There was a situation where I tried to bring peace and tried to get folks to squash the situation. But I found out that trying to be a peacemaker can make you a target. And me trying to bring peace to a situation made me a target. I don't get why folks think that I am grown folks' parents. Like I can control folks. Like I can tell grown folks what to do. Well, there was a situation where I was trying to bring some peace to the situation and see if things could be squashed and people could either be cordial to each other or just dislike each other and move around. I tried to bring peace to the situation with content creators, and I don't blame nobody but the devil. I had a conversation with a content creator, with content creators, and it seemed like we had come to that they had come to an agreement of some sorts. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I was being attacked for not condemning and judging two grown adults. For a situation that, number one, I had nothing to do with. What you do in the privacy of your own home, a hotel, motel, no-tel, all-tel, has nothing to do with me. It has absolutely nothing to do with me, and nobody on this app can make me move the way they want me to. The situation came up and I addressed it. I addressed the situation. The other part, content creator, didn't like the way that I addressed it. this content creator went to her friends and they started attacking me. And around this time, I was still being attacked because I asked somebody, I requested that somebody would take my profile picture off their video. And I use it as a thumbnail. Now, all of a sudden, out of left field comes the fact that I didn't judge or condemn. I didn't attack. I didn't turn on two consenting adults. Like I'm supposed to take my belt off and whoop two people, two adults. For their situation. And then people assumes that I agreed with their situation. And I'm so glad that the content creator that was involved came out and said, Eagles never said he agreed with the situation. I keep telling people I don't have to agree with what you do. I can agree to disagree with what you do and still love you and still pray for you. My Bible teaches me that when I see the sins and the fallings of a brother or sister, that I am to pray for them. I am to pray for them and talk to them. I was praying for these two content creators. I addressed the situation. But the problem and the issue is that I didn't address it the way this other content creator wanted me to address it. And see, this is where I say that you've got to know the whole story before you make a decision about something. Because I wasn't speaking negatively about none of those other content creators, but they were calling me derogatory names. Making fun of how I spoke only. The reason why my voice was the way it was because I had been coughing so much and strained my voice, so I was almost at a whisper. And they made fun of that, and they called me derogatory names. And that's okay with folks. But when I respond, then I'm the bad person. I'm the evil one. I'm not the pastor. I'm not a minister. I'm not a real. I'm not all. That's when I. But it was okay while you're sitting over there and I'm being called derogatory names. That's okay with you. Okay, I have no problem with that. But this attack only happened because I was trying to bring peace between content creators. And again, I don't blame nobody but the devil. I don't blame anybody but the devil. And sometimes when you're trying to bring peace, you become a target. You get caught in the middle of the crossfire. And that's okay. And let me say this, I don't have no problem with folks that have an opinion about me, that don't know the full story. I don't have no problem with that. Your opinion about me is fine. Everybody's got an opinion. And that's okay. I'm not moved or bothered by negative opinions. I embrace them, shake them off, and use them as stepping stones. And there's nobody on this app, while all of this foolishness and this mess was going on, can say that I use colorful language to respond. I never called a person, that content creator, I never called that content creator that infamous B word that ends in an itch. I didn't use that word. But all because I tried to bring peace, now there is this huge attack on me, and I can handle it. Because I can go to the rock of my salvation. I can go to the rock, baby. I know who I am and whose I am. And I don't have to prove anything to anybody on here. The only thing that I owe anybody on this app is content. Now, if you like me, you like me. If you rock with me, you rock with me. But if you don't, that's fine too. But let me make this clear, that I open up my channels to anybody and everybody. I'm not the type of content creator who blocks nobody, unless you just really been really disrespectful to me. I don't block, and I usually don't time out folks. Again, I'm not on here to fight or beef with no one. I don't judge. I don't condemn. I don't attack folks. None of that. But folks judge and condemn me and attack me. And all folks can see is that I've done something wrong to them, when the truth of the matter is you attacked me first. And I fight back off of this app on my knees, praying and communicating with God. I don't ask God to destroy you. I don't ask God to take you out of here. I don't ask God to harm you. I ask God to bless you. To bless you. That's what I do. trying to curse. I don't do the cursing. Nobody. I don't do the witchcraft or the spells. I don't do none of that. I trust God to fight my battles. And I ask God to bless you. I ask him to bless you. I refuse to entertain drama and foolishness. So my power comes through my silence. I don't address, I don't respond, I don't do any of that. Though some folks may disagree with that. And that's okay. You see it the way you see it. It's your perspective, and I'm not out here to change that. But I refuse to go back and forth with people. If folks want to beef and fight with me, I allow them to beef and fight alone. I'm nobody's victim. And in this case, I'm not a survivor. I'm an overcomer. There's a difference between a survivor and an overcomer. I'm not a victim, and I've never played the victim. So there's no need to survive any of the things that I've gone through on this app. I'm an overcomer. I'm an overcomer. The victory is in my hands. And once I learned, once I learned how to be still and be silent, the Lord then fights my battle. I move myself out of the way and allow God to fight my battles for me. I just have to be still and know that He is God. He is my real God and my battle axe. He's my rear guard and my battle axe. I ignore it. I don't entertain it. Because the more you entertain a situation, the more life you pump into it. But the moment you start ignoring it, the moment you start ignoring it and giving it no attention, the situation is going to sooner or later die out. And I found out that when I refuse to give attention to a negative situation, and I pay it dust. Let it go up in smoke. I don't have to worry about compromising my relationship with God. And that's what I've been trying to tell and encourage and share with content creators. Don't let the negativity overtake you. Just don't pay it no attention. Ignore it. And you can be free. And again, I have come on here. I have said, I forgive you. I'm praying for you. And I'm over it now. And when I'm over a situation, I'm over it. It no longer exists in my space. Once I'm over it, it doesn't get a chance to enter into my space or my atmosphere any longer. And I keep it moving. I don't entertain it. I make up in my mind that I'm over it. I release forgiveness. And I release prayers. And I move on. I move on with my life. Even when others are still trying to keep the mess alive. I'm over a lot of this stuff that's going on this app. All I can do is pray. All I can do is fast, intercede. And pray that God will change folks. That's it. That's all. Well, my time is up, and I'm going to give my final thoughts in a little while. And so now that I have shared with you all my different experiences, now that I've shared my story with you, I must let you know that all of this that's taken place has only made me better. It's only made me better. It's only made me stronger and wiser. And I'm doing this in the strength of the Lord. And I'm thankful for what He's doing in my life at this time. And what He's doing with my channel, with the channels He's given me. He has caused them to grow. I have been off and on this app because of, because I've had death in the family, because there's a lot going on outside of this app. And in the midst of that, God has caused my channels to grow. Started doing shorts, and my channels is going, it's not going down like a content creator said it was. Hell, a few content creators said my channels was going down. And I don't understand. I didn't even do anything to them. But that's neither here nor there. When you put what God has given you back into the hands of the one who's given them to you, he's going to make sure that everything is going to be all right. And he's done just that. All three of my channels are gaining subscribers. You get some that subscribe, and then you get those that subscribe to, you get those that subscribe just so they can unsubscribe. Like that's hurting me or something. Some of y'all on here will do anything to try and hurt another human being, to try to make them suffer, trying to break them. Some of y'all just come subscribe to the channel, stay a couple of months, and then you unsubscribe. Some of you playing these little games like it's affecting me or something. And then you just have some that have subscribed and they just probably haven't been on over to my channel or watch any of my videos. And so what happens is that YouTube unsubscribes them to the channel. Which means that they have to go back and subscribe all over again. But it's you that be over here think y'all trying to hurt me because you can subscribe and unsubscribe. When one or two leave, God's got a few more that's coming. And I'd rather have supporters who genuinely support me and care than those that don't care, than those that's trying to get up under my skin. I'm not triggered that easily. Okay. I can't wait to see what God is going to do now that we're here in the present time. I can't wait to see what other content that he drops in my spirit and leads me to do, give me the green light on. So I'm expecting so much more to take place on my channels. I'm expecting a tremendous blessing on my channels. I can't tell you all that's going to happen within in my channels because I don't know. But God knows, and God's going to tell me, and He's going to release those things that He wants me to know and wants me to do to keep those of you that enjoy my content entertained and blessed and inspired. I refuse to let the devil silence me. I refuse to give up or give in and throw in the towel because I have so much more work to do and to do it on this app. And we know that all things work together for the good of them that love God and them that are called according to His purpose. In everything give thanks to the Lord. All right, I covered everything. I'm looking forward to seeing where God's going to take my 3 channels in the rest of this year and to see what He's going to do in 2026. I call forth those things and be not as though they were. And I want to stand still and trust in God and not worry about the attacks or the negativity that may come my way. I'm just going to let God deal with that. I'm just going to let God fight my battles. And when He fights my battles, the victory will surely come forth. Well, we're getting ready to go because I've held you long enough. I've held you long enough. On tonight, thank you all once again for coming in. I will do all of that after we come back, after we come back from this break. Stay with me. I will see you in a few moments. Don't forget to like and comment. Hit the like button as you come in or as you go out. God bless you. I'll see you after this break. Well, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I want to thank all of you once again for joining me in the nest on tonight. This is the final video in my EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 1 4th year anniversary and EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles 8th year anniversary on YouTube, reflecting and going down memory lane. We're celebrating the fact that my channels have made another year. 4 years for EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 1 and 8 years for EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 2 Fireside Chat with the Eagles. It is such an honor to always share these moments with you. I pray that you see that I took you on a journey to share with you as I reflected on my time on this app. I pray that you all will find clarity and realize that I've pulled back the curtain to give you a look on my journey on this app. And I hope and pray that in all of these videos that I have said something that will encourage you, that will inspire you. Even pray that you will find the nuggets and the gems that I have shared with you so that you can, as a content creator, deal with things differently. I have had a time of celebration and joy, and I am excited. If you have not seen my videos on my 32 years, celebrating 32 years of ministry, and I took you through that journey as well, you can go back and you can find them here on this channel. I'm sorry, somebody, they don't know how to close doors around here. They slam them. But anyway, that go back and check out those videos as I journeyed through reflecting and going down memory lane as I move towards ministry. I want to thank all of you for joining me on tonight. All of my subscribers, new or old, thank you. I appreciate the love and the support that you have shown me. I appreciate it. To my replay gang, thank you. You all are the best. You may not get to make it to the premiere, but you come back and you catch the replay. It means a lot to me, and it keeps me in the algorithm. So if you will like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the like button as you come in or as you go out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you do it, but just hit the like button as you come in or go out. And if you choose to hit the dislike, you can do that too. That's okay. I'm all good with that. So I want to thank you all once again. It has been a joy doing these videos and sharing and reflecting and going down memory lane in these videos. I thank you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to all of my channels. EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 1, EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles, and Purple Community Royal Priesthood. There is so much more content coming for this channel, as well as Purple Community Royal Priesthood and the EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 1 channels. Thank you all for sharing and celebrating and going down, reflecting and going down memory lane with me as I celebrate EaglesSoaringHigh 1 4th year anniversary and EaglesSoaringHigh Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles 8th year anniversary. Again, thank you. May God bless you. May God keep you. And may his love forever shine upon you. And until the next time, stay blessed and safe and in the Master's arms. I will catch you in the next video. God bless you.